gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the third week of TWF action. We're going to start off straight away with a tag match. We've got the New Age Outlaws against Test and Albert, also known as TNA. Everything's all set up, so let's get this match started. And here's the first team, Test and Albert. And there are the New Age Outlaws. Mr. Ass and Road Dogg. Members of D-Generation X.
Are you ready?
That's a good question. And the first match of week 3 is off to a flying start. We've got Road Dogg giving the first punch. Just realised the mouse was on screen. Nice sidewalk slam from Test already. And Test losing the test of strength there. But that's a nice backdrop. Obviously these two teams are in the contest. They are in the contest to find the first tag team champions, the TWF. They need to win the match to progress to the next stage. There's quite a few tag teams already through to the next stage, such as the Dudley Boys, the Hollies, and Lucha House Party, which we saw last week beating out on the Hardys. Albert now in the ring, Prince Albert. Double axe handle to the back of Mr. Ass, Billy Gunn. Still early days though, I get the feeling that they're feeling each other out still. Still dropping frames. Oh, you know. And we have a backside pin, but to no avail. And Road Dogg with a sleeper. Weren't able to really take hold of any of the tag team double team moves there. And Albert was able to tag Test into the ring. Oh, and a nice eye rake. Road Dogg is mounting and pounding on Test though at the minute. Test was able to shake him off.
5 minutes gone.
And several punches going on at the minute. Mr. Ass has now been tagged in. And Test is on the floor. Little parting present from the Road Dogg, Jesse James. And Mr. Ass with the gut thrusts there. Single Boston leg grab, but Prince Albert just doesn't seem that worried about that. Backslide again, but I think it's too close to the ropes. Yeah, we've got the rope break in. Oh, and we've got a tag team move. Oh, that was a lovely lariat. Prince Albert really using his strength there on Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn replies with the backslide, but I think it's still getting the ropes. Nice eye rake though. And Albert, veteran days there as he avoids that drop kick, and Albert was able to reverse the double T moves as well. Jesse James just stomping Albert into the ground there. Oh, but Albert's got the bear hug. Not enough though. Jesse James was able to get to the top rope and break that hold. Tessa's gone in for the early cover. And Road Dogg kicks out at 1. Tess going in for this sleeper hold. Oh, what's this, Mr. Ass? With the tornado DDT from the top turnbuckle on Test. But Test, is he going to... Oh, he's not quite able to get to Albert for the tag. He did reverse the suplex, but Mr. Ass was still able to stay in charge. But he couldn't quite stop Mr. Ass. He couldn't quite stop Test from tagging Albert, and that got the double T move of the double lariats. Solid punch from Mr. Ass. Gets to tag in Road Dogg. Albert's not having any of the double T moves though. Road Dogg with a ground and pound. Mounted strikes. Albert, that was a lovely reversal for the suplex. Oh! Desperation move just to buy Road Dogg a bit of time. He needs to tag in Mr. Ass right now, I feel. Mounted strikes again from Road Dogg. It's still quite even, I'd say. Maybe the edge for Tess and Albert. Oh, a low shot there. But Albert is back up and standing with that elbow drop. Mr. Ass is tagged in. Nice snapmare. And a sleeper hold from Mr. Ass. Still, Test is not getting involved to break that up. He has complete confidence in Albert at the minute. And Albert isn't tapping. But Test is now tagged in. And another sleeper. This time from Albert to Mr. Ass. Returning the favour. Mr. Ass goes for the pin. And Test kicks out at 1. But we've got a standing press slam right there. A gorilla press slam. That was a nice big move. And a double team drop kick right there. The amount of sleepers going on, we could get a tap out from one of them. Nice big boot from Test. Test going for the cover. Gets the 1 count. Road Dogg splitting that count. I don't blame him because Mr. Ass has endured quite a bit of damage, and that was a lovely little leg breaker. Road Dogg's in. I'm not liking the New Age Outlaws chances right now. Single leg Boston Crab on from Road Dogg to Test. And a swinging neck breaker from Test. And he's able to make his way to the corner to tag in Albert. Albert not able to take advantage though. Road Dogg's tagged in Mr. Ass. And they've got a double team of the suplex on Albert. That was a big move for the New Age Outlaws right now. Albert running to the ropes though. Oh, that was a nice clothesline. And an inverted atomic drop from Billy Gunn. Tags in Road Dogg. And Albert was able to come back with a scoop slam. And we have got the airplane spin. Road Dogg sent to the corner. Albert, oh, he missed that splash. Albert's head met that top turnbuckle. This is quite an even match right now. Albert's gone for the pin. And he gets a 2 count on Road Dogg. Mr. Ass was able to split it up though successfully. Test tagged in. Massive lariat there from Test. Road Dogg tagged in Mr. Ass. We are coming up to halfway through the allotted time for this match. Tag matches have 45-minute time limit now. Pile driver. Sit down pile driver from Mr. Ass to Test. He's gone for the pin. And a 2.9. That's a very close count that was. Mr. Ass nearly stealing this for the New Age Outlaws. Test though with that sidewalk slam. Makes his way to Albert for the tag. And it's all changed as Road Dogg is now tagged in as well. Tried for the double team but Albert reversed it. And Road Dogg with a small package. But Albert was able to kick out of that one. Big boot from Road Dogg. Road Dogg's going up top with a diving headbutt which hit. That was a very big move. You don't often see Road Dogg go up top like that. Test now breaking up that single leg Boston grab hold. I think all these wrestlers are now beginning to feel the pain. Nice power bomb from Albert though. A choke bomb. Oh, very close. 2.9. And a power bomb from Jesse James to Albert. Road Dogg tagged in Mr. Ass, Billy Gunn. Oh, double underhook suplex there from Albert to Road Dogg. Oh man. I think they both just ran out of energy right there. Solid headbutt from Albert. Test is in the ring. Whip to the corner. Test now sitting. Mr. Ass for a superplex, which he hits. Oh, Mr. Ass must be suffering now after that superplex. Test running to the ropes, and he tried to get the big boot but missed it. Jesse James now been tagged in. Jesse James gone for the small package, but there was a rope break. Test in control right now of this match. Oh, but Road Dogg was able to reverse and get back into this game. Road Dogg went into the ropes and a lovely splash there. Oh, and he only gets a 2 count on Test. Wow, what a brain buster from Billy Gunn to Albert right there. Road Dogg with a powerbomb on Test. Tags in Billy Gunn. Lovely double axe hammer to the back of the head of Test. Billy Gunn goes for the roll up, and Albert was able to break this in the nick of time. that could have been a 3. Albert saving this match for TNA. Test tags in Albert. And Mr. Ass not allowing that double team right there. Sends Albert to the ropes, but Albert just steamrolled over Billy Gunn. Nice scoop slam and a stomp. Just coming up to the half-hour point of the match. Road Dogg very close to getting the 3 count there. Oh, but it's all going on now. A superplex to Billy Gunn from Test. And another lovely slam on Road Dogg. Albert going for the pin. Oh, I thought he had it then. I really did. This is now a very close match. Test and Albert firmly in control. We need to see some magic from the New Age Outlaws and a little bit of shake, rattle and roll from Road Dogg there. And a double drop kick from the New Age Outlaws. Billy Gunn taking command.
30 minutes gone.
And a solid headbutt from Albert to Billy Gunn. Tags in Test. Nice scoop slam. See, here's the thing, Test is very tall. Those scoop slams do matter. Nice rib breaker there from Billy Gunn. And another backbreaker there. Billy Gunn really using all of his wrestling moves there, and was repaid with a low shot in kind. Oh, what's this? Lovely jackhammer suplex from Billy Gunn. Goes in for the pin. But Test was able to kick out at 2. Oh, wow. What a car wreck. Bodies laying about the ring. Albert's the only one left standing on the outside there, but Road Dogg's back up now. He tagged in. Test is worn out. Billy Gunn is worn out. Test needs to make that tag, but he goes to the powerbomb pin on Road Dogg, but Billy Gunn was able to stop that pin. I think all the wrestlers now are so tired that anyone who gets a valid cover might just take it. Lovely big boot from Test. And Test wins the match by pinning Road Dogg Jesse James after that big boot. That was a very impressive performance there from Test and Albert, which sees their tag team of TNA go through to the next round in their tag tournament. And a 100% match valuation, no less. What a match. I think it's time to get the next one set up. I'm a bit worried because I am dropping quite several frames here. 16% over the last 2 minutes. Hopefully that'll sort itself out. I'm not entirely sure why I'm dropping frames, but there we go. Right, so who's next? We've got a singles match with Terry Funk, and he is going up against Eric Young. This could be an interesting match where anything goes. Let's get this singles match started. So coming to the ring, Terry Funk. Mr. Hardcore himself. Now we have Eric Young. Didn't really have that much of a successful WWE run. Let's see if his TWF career is more successful. And the match has begun. Feeling each other out. Eric Young getting a lovely scoop slam to begin with. Oh, that was a solid punch from Eric Young. Test of strength, which Funk wins. And another solid punch from Young here. The time limit for the singles matches are 20 minutes, don't forget. And don't forget last week, the last singles male action that we saw, we had Kurt Angle versus George the Animal Steel, and that resulted in a draw, which means both Kurt Angle and George do not go through. These two must have seen that match. They know that someone has to win this to progress through to the tournament for the men's TWF Championship. Lovely headlock and punches there from Young. And a snapmare to return the favour. Ooh, nice little whip and block there on Eric Young's behalf. Another test of strength though. And a lovely scoop slam from Funk, the veteran of the ring, which Young repays in kind, and he's got a chin lock. Solid to and fro action going on right now with several punches. Young was just able to come out on top of that one. But here's the thing, Terry Funk, he's as tough as old boots, as they say. He has been through hell and back in wrestling matches. Oh, we have a bit of a roll about the ring going on at the minute. This is very disorientating. Terry Funk has the pin, but it's not enough. Young was able to keep his awareness. And a lovely swinging neck breaker from Young. And a nice backdrop from Funk. Suplex time. Still very early on, there's plenty of energy in both wrestlers at the minute. It's a lovely snap suplex from Eric Young. The contest does seem very even. It's very much back and forth going on at the minute. Oh, that was a lovely introduction to the turnbuckle from Terry Funk right there. I'm sure Eric Young loved that. Whoa, lovely eye rake. Young's now up top. Oh, I thought he was going to jump. And we've got another roll around. Where will they stop? No one knows. Funk's gone for the pin. No, he just gets the one count. The audience approve of that. And a nice shoulder barge. Young goes for the cover. Still, both men kicking out at one. Plenty of energy left. Oh, but Funk reversed that suplex to a suplex of his very own. And a snap suplex this time from Eric Young. He goes for the pin. And Terry Funk still kicks out at one. He's going to need to do more work than that. Oh, but that's a lovely shoulder breaker. It's not a move we see often. And an inverted atomic drop from Young to get back in this match. And a second one. Eric Young goes for the cover. Still not enough. Funk kicks out at one. I think Eric Young is trying to steal the match right now, trying to end this match as soon as he can. He knows how tough Terry Funk can be. And Terry Funk is just getting started right now. And another snap suplex from Eric Young.
10 minutes gone.
We are halfway through the allotted time. Funk with a lovely shoulder barge. Oh, and a nice backdrop from Young. Looks like Young, though, is starting to feel the effects of the match. He looked a little bit tired there. And a lovely bulldog from Terry Funk. I think both wrestlers are starting to feel it as Funk applies that spinning toe hold. And we've got a power bomb from Eric Young on Funk. He goes for the pin. And Funk kicks out after 2. That was a big move from Eric Young. Scoop slam from Funk. And again with a spinning toe hold. Focusing on that right ankle of Eric Young there. If he causes enough damage though, Eric Young will tap out. Solid strikes there. This time Terry Funk easily stays on top. Oh, and a lovely knee to the midsection. But Young goes for the roll up. Funk kicks out at 2. Young going for the powerbomb again. He's gone for the pin. Will he get the 3? Oh, wow. Milliseconds away from the 3rd count there. 2.9 and another shoulder breaker from Funk. This match may be over in the next few minutes. Oh, solid headbutts there. I think Funk is now pulling everything out. Again, focusing on that spinning toe hold. Going back to the right ankle of Eric Young. Eric Young, though, he seems like he's ready for action. Oh, that was a solid punch there from Funk, which sends Young straight down to the mat. And we've got the 3rd powerbomb from Eric Young on Terry Funk. Will that keep him down? No, it will not. Terry Funk still managed to kick out there just before the 3. Eric Young reversed that suplex though, and Eric Young's going up top for a leg drop. A solid punch there. And a pile driver from Funk, the veteran of the ring, with a veteran move right there. Wow. Mr. Hardcore going in with the headbutts there, and this time he's going back to that spinning toe hold on the other leg this time. He's really trying to take out all of the power out of Eric Young's legs there. Eric Young, though, with a Death Valley driver, that looks like. But Funk got up from that. Wow. Eric Young, powerbomb again on Funk. Is that enough to put him away? No, it is not. Funk still kicks out. There's still life in the old dog yet. And a solid punch to send Young down. Look at those strikes and look at that left hook right there. Terry Funk going for the pin. Terry Funk taking out Eric Young with that solid left hook. Incredible match. I think that shows you really the veteran status there that Terry Funk has. 93% decent match. They call it a Texas jab. If you ask me, you go up in the ring against Terry Funk, he can call it whatever the hell he wants. So that is Terry Funk going through to the next stage. He's going through to the quarterfinals of the TWF Men's Championship Tournament. great match. Let's see what we've got next on the cards though. As I look at my notes and I look at the card, we have got... Ooh, this could be an interesting one, everyone. Owen Hart, and he is going to take on Ted DiBiase. Let's get this match started. Owen Hart coming to the ring. Wait, that's not the normal referee. And here's Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. The $1 Million Man coming to the ring then. Money indeed. I don't understand what's going on here. We have a new referee, Guy Fieri. What's Guy Fieri doing in the ring? Guy Fieri is the mayor of Flavortown. He is not a wrestling referee. How is he in the ring? I don't understand what's going on. Am I missing something? I didn't get that memo. We're going to have to look into this. This is incredibly suspicious right now. As we see Ted DiBiase do an elbow drop onto the head of Owen Hart. Lovely drop kick return though. And a lovely snap suplex from Owen Hart. And wow, driving DDT there from Owen Hart to Ted. Wait, Virgil? What's Virgil doing here? Virgil's not a TWF superstar. Virgil's not signed any contracts. For those who don't know, Virgil is the valet of Ted DiBiase. So hang about. We've got Guy Fieri, a completely new referee in the ring, not Mr. Judgment, who's been all the time so far. Ted DiBiase went for the pin there. Guy Fieri was very quick to react there. And see with the Boston Crab, Guy Fieri's just on it asking Owen to give up. I suspect foul play here. Got a new referee. We've got a valet. Both of these people do not belong in TWF. Neither of them have signed contracts. I think the deck is stacked against Owen Hart at the minute, if you ask me. But that's a lovely backdrop. He may be able to come through. Is the mayor of Flavortown going to be impartial? That's the big question. Nice sidewalk slam from Owen Hart. And we've got a sharpshooter from Owen Hart. Virgil just looks on. DiBiase whips Owen Hart to the ropes. And that's a lovely little elbow shot. A solid drop kick. And he sends Owen to the corner. Oh, and that reverse elbow was top notch. Owen sends DiBiase to the outside.
2, 3.
Owen Hart is setting up for a superplex, which he hits on Ted DiBiase. That was a big move. That was a very big move. But DiBiase's up. Oh no, he is rocked. DiBiase's up, but he is rocked from that. Pile driver. Owen Hart's gone for the cover. And milliseconds away from the third count, Guy Fieri seems to be calling this down the line. And a stalling suplex there from Ted DiBiase goes in for the chokehold. But the chin lock was not effective against Owen Hart, as Owen puts the backdrop on to DiBiase, and he hits the sharpshooter again, but he's at the ropes. As DiBiase goes for that backslide, too close to the ropes though. DiBiase goes for a small package. No. Owen managed to kick out. Lovely double underhook suplex there. And a drop kick to the back of Ted DiBiase. That's a lovely takedown there. And they're both men down on the backs at the minute. Owen Hart hits the sharpshooter again. But Million Dollar Man gets to the ropes. Solid punch there, sending Million Dollar Man to the mat. Spinning leg kick which misses. And a headlock and punches from the Million Dollar Man. Owen Hart sends Million Dollar Man to the corner. Oh wow, that was a lovely little power slam from Ted DiBiase to Owen Hart. He goes for the cover. And he was so close to getting that 3 count on Owen Hart. Whoa! Whoa! Owen Hart just sends Million Dollar Man to Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri's cut open. He applied the sharpshooter. The ref could not react. And the Million Dollar Dream on Owen Hart. The ref's back up, albeit bloodied. Oh, and he's down again. Guy Fieri is down again. This time Owen Hart charging into the ref. And Million Dollar Man reversed that suplex. Oh. Lovely takedown there. Nice belly to belly suplex. Double underhook. But no. Ted DiBiase reverses it. What a match. We are seeing thrills and spills right now. Pile driver. Owen goes for the cover. And Ted DiBiase kicks out. Or what is it? Was it a slow pin? You tell me. Guy Fieri has been knocked 2 times to the mat now. As Owen puts in the sharpshooter, Ted DiBiase still not tapping out. Ted DiBiase with the roll up there, the small package. No, still no winner. Million Dollar Man with that power driver though to Owen Hart. But he's not able to take advantage. Million Dollar Dream, no. It's the slam instead. Ted DiBiase goes for the cover. And he gets the cover. Was that a fast count? What's going on here? Ted DiBiase goes through in very unusual circumstances. Very unusual circumstances right now. A match evaluation of 71%. By all accounts, that was not a good match. But it doesn't matter because DiBiase goes through. And we are back, ready for some more TWF action. We have got another singles match. Seems to be all singles matches right now, and that's because this is the penultimate singles match for the first stages of the men's TWF Championship tournament here. Everything's set up and ready to go for the next match, Paul Orndorff versus Bray Wyatt. Let's get this match started. Coming to the ring then, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. He was in the very first WrestleMania main event. Bray Wyatt. And we are off. Mr. Judgment is back in the ring. Guy Fieri has left the building. I think he was headed to a hospital to get some stitches after those run-ins there. As we have, like I say, it's the penultimate match in the first round of the men's tournament to find the first ever TWF champion. Sorry, I'm a little bit stunned because Bray Wyatt's been opened up already by Mr. Wonderful. Bray Wyatt is already bleeding. We seem to be seeing a lot of colour these days. This is TWF, not ECW, as Paul Orndorff goes in for a sleeper. Solid striking from Bray Wyatt there. But as I was saying, yes, this is the penultimate match in the first round of the TWF Men's Championship Tournament. We will see if one of these men go through to the next stage of the tournament. Solid punches there from Mr. Wonderful. Bray Wyatt sending him to the ropes. Wow, that was a lovely tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And he sends Mr. Wonderful to the corner. Bray Wyatt with a snap suplex though. Still bleeding profusely there. I'm still stunned that happened right in the first stages of the match. And a lovely inverted suplex from Bray Wyatt. And he's running to the ropes for a lovely senton. But Mr. Wonderful returns with a solid punch. And a double axe hammer to the back of Bray Wyatt's head. Those hammer blows are really taking command of the situation right now. And another hammer blow.
5 minutes gone.
Whoa, we've got the Sister Abigail already. Bit of a desperation move maybe. Mr. Orndorff though, really in command with that lariat. And again, those solid punches. Bray Wyatt stomping Mr. Wonderful to the mat there as Paul Orndorff swings Bray to the corner and he puts Bray into the trio of woe and he starts just stomping the midsection of Bray Wyatt. Oh, that's a lovely undercut. And Sister Abigail again from Bray Wyatt. Again, he cannot take advantage though of that big move. He goes for a roll up but far too close to the ropes. As Orndorff puts in a scoop slam. And a nice rib breaker there, backbreaker to Bray Wyatt. Snap suplex. Tell you what, both of these men are giving their all right now. Spinning lariat. And another inverted suplex from Bray Wyatt. Oh wow, what an exploding suplex there. But Paul Orndorff replies with A pile driver. He goes for the cover on Bray Wyatt. Milliseconds away from winning. And another backbreaker from Paul Orndorff. Mr. Wonderful has taken quite a lot of heavy hits from Bray Wyatt, but does not seem to be going down. Nice little splash. Bray Wyatt bringing Orndorff to the middle of the ring. He goes for the roll-up. No. He was very close again to get that 3 count. We are only halfway through the allotment, but Bray Wyatt goes in for the cover, and he still isn't able to put away Paul Orndorff. Paul Orndorff reverses for the suplex, and Orndorff looks to be hulking out right now. And they are going at it back and forth with the punches. And the lovely spinning lariat with a drop kick from Orndorff finishes that. And another exploder. As Bray Wyatt puts Paul Orndorff in a Boston Crab to really work on that midsection. Wow, look at that, just a single club to the back that Bray sends him to the mat. Paul Orndorff's up top, driving that knee into the limp body. Oh, but Bray comes back with a low blow. Bray up on top. And he goes for his own knee strike to Paul Orndorff. A lovely suplex there from Bray Wyatt. Runs to the ropes for that splash again. Paul Orndorff is still upright though. And another backbreaker to Bray. Exploding again though. And a lovely backdrop from Orndorff. Bit of a move in desperation. He's able to get back to his feet. And that was a lovely strong strike from Wyatt. Could this be the end now? Bray signalling the end. And another strong strike. Sister Abigail to Orndorff. Is this enough? He's gone for the cover. Bray Wyatt has put away Paul Orndorff. What a match. That was no easy feat for Wyatt right there. 100% match evaluation, and you know what? I can't fault them for that. That was a surprisingly good match. I really didn't think we'd have such a classic on our hands, but the Sister Abigail really did work out for Bray in the end. So what have we got next? We've got our penultimate fight of this week's TWF, and it is the ladies match. In our women's match we've got Tori versus Charlotte Flair versus Torrie Wilson versus Debra. Who will come out on top? Let's get this match started. And the match has begun. As I was saying earlier, let's hope that Tori has more luck than the New Age Outlaws. Tori is a member of D-Generation X, as are the Outlaws, but they had bad luck earlier on this evening against Test and Albert. And we've already seen a double team with that double suplex to Torrie Wilson. Debra really in command there at the minute. As Tori and Charlotte Flair testing their strength. Now the thing about this is it just takes one person to win. One person to be pinned or to tap out for the whole of the match to be finished. So 2 of the women here will not be involved in that end decision. As Charlotte Flair goes in for the figure 4. I don't know if the figure 8 is in this game. We shall find out. As Debra puts a lovely little suplex onto Charlotte Flair. Tori Wilson goes in for cover on Charlotte to no avail. And Charlotte is sent to the outside. I think whoever's programmed Charlotte Flair has really given her a bit of a bulky body right there, haven't they? Everyone still seems to be feeling each other out. It's still very early days. No one seems to be in command at the minute. As Charlotte Flair just drives her knee into the head of Tori.
5 minutes gone.
Wilson there with that clothesline. There's 2 pins going on, but both people kick out after 1 there. Tori with a knee to the midsection of Flair. Flair with that leg block. Running block there. The chop block. Woo! That's a lovely chop from the Flair. And another chop block to Debra as Tori puts Wilson into the backdrop. And that's a lovely little inverted suplex from Debra to Charlotte Flair. It's a battle of the bonds, ladies and gentlemen. Nice snapmare from Debra. And Charlotte Flair puts Tori into the figure 4 leg lock. As Debra just pounds Tori Wilson into the ground there with that ground and pound. Tori Wilson goes for the roll up, but Charlotte interferes. As Tori goes for that double suplex. Nice knife handled chop there, knife edge chop. It's a Flair staple. It's still quite early days right now though. And another chop block from Charlotte to Debra, working on that left leg. Or right leg, sorry, of Debra. And a big strong lariat from Tori to Charlotte as she goes into the pin. But Charlotte kicks out after the 1 count. Tori Wilson tried to cover Debra, but Charlotte just chopping everyone in sight there. Tori with those hard strikes to Flair. Snap suplex. And wow! Cutter from Charlotte Flair as Tori Wilson goes for a slide, but Tori will not like that, and she broke the pin. And that's a snap suplex to Flair. I think Flair's got her card marked. Flair sent into the corner. Debra low blows Charlotte Flair. As Tori Wilson grounds and pounds Charlotte Flair. And Tori Wilson sends Debra to the corner. Tori seems to be out of it. That was a spear from Debra. Nice snapmare. And Tori goes for the pin on Charlotte Flair, but Charlotte kicks out after 1. I think this is still early days in the match. But that's the thing, everyone needs to be well aware of what's going on. As Tori gets Torrie Wilson, sets her up for the superplex from the second rope, which happens. And we've got some kind of triangle hold from Charlotte to Debra. Debra with a DDT. It is anyone's match right now. As Tori Wilson goes in for the cover on Torrie, and milliseconds away from stealing the match. Torrie nearly beat Tori Wilson to go through to the next phase of the Women's Championship match. As I was saying earlier, 2 women may not be involved in the end decision here. All it takes is one person to win, one person to lose. The referee has been sent to the ground though. I think Tori Wilson was whipped into him. And that's a lovely swinging neckbreaker. And a bulldog from Debra to Charlotte Flair. I'm being like Jim Ross right now. As there was a rope break. Being like Jim Ross, forgetting people's names. A spear from Charlotte Flair to Torrie. The crowd are hyped up. Wow, what a move from Torrie to Charlotte Flair as Torrie goes for the pin, which Tori Wilson breaks. Nice chop from Flair. As Charlotte goes for the exploding suplex again, and Torrie with the inverted suplex on Tori Wilson. Another chop to Debra. And Tori Wilson goes for a backslide on Charlotte Flair, but Charlotte was able to get to the ropes. Tori Wilson with a roll up, but again too close to the ropes. Charlotte with a woo. As Debra sends Tori to the outside. And a hard slap from Debra to Tori Wilson. And Charlotte Flair has a leg breaker to Torrie as Debra's going off for a run by herself. And those repeated chops from Flair to Wilson. And repeated chops this time to Debra. And a slap from Debra, hard slap from Debra to Charlotte Flair. Tori with that inverse suplex. And Charlotte Flair with those chops to Tori Wilson. It's still quite fairly even as 20 minutes go. There is no time limit in this match because we need a winner. Swinging neckbreaker from Tori Wilson to Torrie. She goes for the cover. Whoa! What an upset! What an upset! Tori Wilson beats Torrie to go through to the next championship round of the women's title. Wow! I am staggered at that. I really am. I thought Charlotte Flair would have had a chance, or even Torrie herself, but Tori Wilson goes through. I don't think anyone could have predicted that one. And that means it leaves us now with the main event. So, the final match of the evening, we will see Goldberg versus Doink the Clown in the last match of the first round for the TWF Men's Championship. Let's get this match started. And here is Goldberg. And he's going up against Doink the Clown. You gotta wonder what's going through Doink's head right now as he comes to the ring to face Goldberg. Good job, Goldberg's laughing. I think he might be laughing on the other side of his face very soon. Feeling each other out as Goldberg strikes first to knock Doink down. But Doink picks up Goldberg for that scoop slam. And Doink sends Goldberg to the corner. And what a shoulder tackle from Goldberg to Doink. Nice jawbreaker from Doink to Goldberg. Still very early days in the match though. Doink staying in control right now of the matchup. Solid punches from Goldberg. Wow, double hand slap from Doink, which sends Goldberg down. We used to call that the tango slap at school. And an eye rake from Doink. Fireman's carry. Putting Goldberg in command. And look at those solid strikes there. Focusing on the torso of Doink. Nice shoulder barge from Doink. And a raised chokehold there from Goldberg. I think Goldberg tried for the spear but failed. Oh, and a low blow from Doink to Goldberg. That may be the way in which he gets advantage over Goldberg. By doing absolutely anything. Nice bump handle slam from Goldberg though, to come back into this match. And another eye rake. I think Doink, tango slap again. I think Doink is using every single trick in the book to try to get one over on Bill Goldberg. Went for the cover, but it was pointless. It's still too early in the match. As Goldberg goes for an armbar from Doink. And another rolling armbar. Rolling leg lock, sorry. That chokehold again. See, Doink is using every trick in the book, but you've got to say the money's not in his favour. And another shoulder breaker from Bill Goldberg to Doink. Second time we've seen it tonight, or second match rather, we've seen that move. Obviously we saw it earlier on with Terry Funk. Solid strikes though from Bill Goldberg to Doink. Spear! Spear! Goldberg speared Doink the Clown. Doink is still up though. And mounted punches from the top of the turnbuckle to Bill Goldberg. Wow. Knee to the back of the head of Goldberg. And a Russian side sweep. Swinging neckbreaker from Doink. And a snap suplex from Doink to Bill Goldberg. But Bill Goldberg was able to come back into the match with those strikes. But Doink puts Goldberg into a sleeper, a dragon sleeper. Goldberg was able to come out of that move though, break out of it. As Doink reverses the suplex. I have to say Doink is performing very well. And I say that as Goldberg performs a pump handle slam or pump handle drop on Doink. Inverted atomic drop. And another standing stalling suplex there from Doink to Goldberg. I think Doink has worked out what he needs to do to beat Goldberg, and that is wrestle him. We're halfway through the match now though. Halfway through the allotted time. Doink with a hold. Oh, but Goldberg was able to break out of it. I thought he was going to tap there. Oh, Goldberg, I think it's go time. And Doink with another stalling suplex. Goldberg with the spear. And he goes for the pin. And he was milliseconds from getting the pin on Doink after that spear. Belly to belly suplex. And Doink has kind of a submission hold on Goldberg there. Oh, but the gorilla press slam right now. The military press slam. I think Goldberg is now cooking. Oh, low blow. Doink goes up top for a senton. But they both come up at the same time. They've both been blowing heavy artillery at each other. But the question is, who's suffering the most as Goldberg is set up for a superplex from the second rope, which hits. Goldberg is not in a good shape right now. Doink hits that atomic drop. And again, puts that weird hold on. The weird leg lock. And Goldberg with the power slam. Goldberg with the third spear to Doink. And pump handle drop. I thought we were going to see the jackhammer there for a second. But Doink was able to come back into the match. Goldberg still in command. Are we going to see it? No, we're not. Oh, and another low blow from Doink to Goldberg. And again with that leg lock. Wow. Doink is surviving this match. We've got less than 4 minutes to go on the clock. We need to find a winner. Otherwise, if it's a draw, both of these people will not go through to the next phase of the men's championship tournament. And you got to think, jawbreaker, you got to think that Goldberg has his eyes on that prize. Goldberg, jackhammer, pin. He gets the pin. Goldberg wins the match and goes through to the quarterfinals for the men's championship belt. Wow, what a match. I think Doink really did push him there. But Goldberg goes through to the quarterfinals. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for another week of TWF action. Another 6 matches down. What does that mean then for next week? Because next week is the go home show before the Crowning Glory Super Show. So that means next week we will have another women's 4-way bout with Becky Lynch, Emma, Eve and Joy. We will also see the quarterfinals for the single men's TWF championship. So Goldberg will be back next week, as will several other people, as we try to find out who will go through to Crowning Glory and continue their journey in the championship tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. That has been another episode of TWF. Thank you for watching TWF. See you again next time.